And here we have the fifth game, and this is Aegis casting the fifth game of the matches between UC Riverside and UMBC. And here we have the red Protoss player LunatonePKM playing for UMBC, gonna be playing the same color as Bruce Lee from that 2v2 game, and his opponent is interesting enough Khan, so is gonna be taking revenge in place of Bruce Lee. See if Lunatone can win this game and take UMBC to win against UC Riverside 3-2, or if Khan can help UC Riverside pull off the reverse all kill as the purple Zerg player spawning here on Metalopolis. Very nice standard Blizzard map for everyone to watch. They have spawned in cross position, so we'll see if some sort of long game starts happening here. However, the proxy pylons can quickly turn the game into a rather short one, especially with a 4-gate and related things like that. So we'll see if Lunatone decides to do anything like that, or if he decides to play it for the long term. And a gateway is going off the front, so that we'll be able to wall himself in early on. Chrono boost on the Nexus to continue getting out those probes as quickly as possible. Khan is going for the gas first, and then pool build. His pool is 35 minerals behind. Those put him behind a little bit, but on such a large map, it might not matter. Overlord's scouting out over here, not finding Lunatone in that position. Gonna be grabbing the gas as well. And this is from the Collegiate Star League. Check out the Collegiate Star League's website at cstarleague.com. These games were really, really good, or at least I thought so. I hope you think so too. And with the new computer here, I can cast them in a higher definition, as well as higher graphic settings. That probe being super annoying. Gonna mine at that mineral patch continuously. Oh, grabbing a mouthful on accident. Was denying a patch for the Zerg player. It does require quite a bit of APM to do something like that. Now gonna start zapping away at those drones. Does look like Lunatone is playing at like 100 consistent and 200 APM when he is microing that probe. Speed is now being researched, so it does look like Zerg is gonna get that speed upgrade first before he does decide to grab his natural expansion. Lunatone, did he wall this off? Not too sure. I think there might be a gap right there. He's getting additional gateways up right now. Definitely going for that Zealot first. I guess there's a gap over here. That Zealot is... oh, actually, no. The gap is in the center, so Zealot is going to wall off in the center. Now Zerg is grabbing his natural expansion. And Queen doing the vomit and pulling all the guys off gas after getting just enough for the speed so that he can continue producing mass drones. And the Overlord now moving over here. Pylon scouting the low ground. Oh, Lunatone spreading his pylons out. Gonna be placing a proxy pylon here. This is indicative of some kind of rush base strategy. Perhaps the 4-gate, perhaps some kind of 3-gate blink stalker. But it does look like the fourth, no, that is the 3rd gateway. I guess the possibility of 3-gate blink stalkers just got shut out. The 4th gateway is now up for Lunatone. And it does look like Khan is trying to push up here with a bunch of Zerglings, but it does look like these two Zealots, great positioning to be able to prevent that from happening. Khan is moving his Overlord in. He does want to see what's going on in here. Gonna catch these 2 gateways and see that it is a 4-gate. He is producing tons of Zerglings. Gonna try to barrel down the front door here. The 2 Zealots are now moving out. There's a little gap there, and the Zerglings are going to be able to run in if they do catch that. Zerglings now moving over here. Ooh, these 2 Zealots might get caught out of position and surrounded. Gonna get turned around and killed by these Zerglings. Gonna take out a couple of Zerglings themselves, but the surround is too much for those Zealots to handle. Another Zealot getting caught out of position. Oh no, this might be really bad for Lunatone. He's losing Zealots left and right. The Zerglings now trying to run up the ramp. Those 3 Zealots able to effectively wall that off. Lunatone needs to pull those back up the ramp before additional Zerglings that are reinforcing pick those Zealots off as well. Tons of Zerglings out on the field now. Oh, and the surround on those Zealots once again losing. Oh man, a ton of Zealots. More Zealots now spawning on the ramp. Gonna be trying to deal with those Zerglings. Zerglings trying to get a surround on those Zealots. Not quite able to do it. That Zealot taking 2 damage of hull damage. Gonna be taking out the Manx statue here. Exploding and falling into pieces. The pieces should I wish they would stay there sometimes, but they do disappear. Zerglings getting another surround. Oh man, Lunatone losing so many Zealots. Even the drones coming down here. Khan pulling drones down to see if he can bust in here, but these Zealots are running in here. I guess those drones might have been in response to the Zealots. However, we do see a force field now gonna be walling those Zerglings out. The sentry now zapping away happily. Additional sentries now spawning. These Zealots over here gonna be cleaning up a couple of Zerglings. 1 kill on that Zealot, 1 kill on that other Zealot, and 2 kills on this Zealot. 1 kill. So they did get plenty of Zerg drone kills actually, forcing the Zerg player to migrate his drones all over the place, chasing this 1 queen around as well. That 1 queen not quite able to kite those Zealots. Additional Zerglings now spawning. It does look like Lunatone is able to push out. Oh man, the 3 sentries are housed for Lunatone right now. Khan is gonna lose his expansion hatchery, his natural expansion. Force fields on the ramp to prevent any reinforcements. It does look like he's trying to get that emergency spine crawler up. Could have gotten that a little bit earlier, but no doubt in emergency crisis mode. Lunatone getting an expansion after that. Oh man, another force field's gonna prevent these Zerglings from coming down the ramp while additional reinforcements arrive. Pylons being thrown down at the front. Sentries, I guess they killed off their own pylon and tried to move out. The probe is now coming over here to build a bunch of proxy pylons. Zerglings running outside, and the spine crawlers are about to, the first spine crawler is about to finish. Gonna start poking away, however, the Zealots are already in its face. Gonna be taking the, oh, transfuse on that, another transfuse, great transfuses to keep that alive as long as possible, but it does go down and Lunatone does win this game for UMBC. UMBC taking the series 3-2. Khan saying GG. A good job to all of the players. Very well played all around. Again, check out the Collegiate Starleague at cstarleague.com, and this is Aegis signing off. However, are walled into this base. More Zealots spawning here right now. Gonna be no doubt doing additional harassment. Khan is looking a little less on the drones than oh man, 20 drones to 26. Gonna be able to pick off that 1 pylon. However, more Zealots. Oh man, the Zealots were able to reinforce that in time. A sentry warping in. Does look like he's still got sentries over here. Walled himself in. The sentries gonna force field. Not quite able to trap any Zerglings, but are able to advance. The Zerglings now picking off that pylon finally. The Zealots chasing that queen once again. The Zerglings moving to the side, trying to pick off these sentries. A force field going off on the ramp, gonna prevent anything from reinforcing from the main. The Zealots are doing their damage inside the main. The sentries still have the energy to be able to force field to wall the Zerglings off, to zone them perfectly. It does look like the sentries... Where did the sentries go? Oh, they were trying to get out, but they could not. Does look like additional units have spawned and are reinforcing over here. And the hatchery is getting very low on health. The Zealots and the Zerglings having an epic battle here. See if they can take out the Zealots. However, it does look like the Zerglings are losing the battle with the sentries in the back reinforcing. And this hatchery does look like it will be going down. Additional reinforcements